Hello, third and fourth graders. We're going to start off today's lesson with doing some tongue twister work. And I'm going to start off with one of the most well-known tongue twisters. It goes like this. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. So let me break it down really simply for you. I'll go first, you be the echoes. Ready? Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Now you might have noticed that most of those words started with the letter and sound of a P. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. By the way, if you were writing, if we were talking about language arts right now, you might be talking about the word alliteration. Alliteration is when multiple words in a sentence all start with the same letter and sound. That's kind of what makes tongue twisters so difficult. A lot of the words have alliteration, the same sound throughout the little phrase. So let's go back to that little Peter Piper tongue twister. Let's say it really slowly 3 times. We're going to go, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Not so hard when you're having a nice slow, steady beat. What if we sped it up a little bit? 3 times, just a little bit faster. Ready? Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. How'd you do? Is it getting harder or is it still easy for you? How about we go one more notch up? We're going to bump our tempo up one more time. Let's see if you can keep up. 3 times pretty quickly. Maybe I might use the word allegro to describe this tempo. Ready? Here we go. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. As you continue through the slide, when you get to the next part of our little slideshow today, there's going to be a YouTube video that pops up with a bunch of different tongue twisters. This is what I'd like for you to do, and I have kind of a job for the sub. As soon as one of the tongue twisters pops up on the video, you're going to want to pause it and let the class practice saying it. Maybe a couple times slow, a couple times fast, and then let 1 or 2 kiddos have a solo. If they'd like to, they stand up and they do it by themselves. When that tongue twister's over, we hit play again. The next words will pop up, and again, you'll hit pause. You will practice the tongue twister slow and fast, and then ask for a couple volunteers. See who can do it by themselves. Have fun, and I'll see you later.